Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com. During the 2020 election campaign, Joe Biden promised to end fossil fuels.
But kiddo, I want you to just take a look, okay? You don't have to agree, but I want you to look in my eyes. I guarantee you, we're going to end fossil fuel, and I am not going to cooperate. Okay?
Apparently, the kiddos in California thought that was a really good idea, and they overwhelmingly voted for Joe Biden. Joe Biden delivered on his promises, and now gas prices in California are more than $6 per gallon. Over the last 4 weeks, gas prices in California are up more than 80 cents. And California is frequently on the verge of their electrical grid collapsing. California recently mandated electric vehicles a few days before they told owners of electric vehicles not to charge them because they didn't have enough electricity. And at the same time California is running short of electricity, they're shutting down their natural gas and nuclear power plants. And 2/3 of the kiddos in California thought this was a really good idea. To the sane population of the world, none of this makes any sense. But the New York Times seems to understand it, and they wrote, "California approves a wave of aggressive new climate measures." The government of California is aggressively taking actions against their own people, but nothing they're doing will have any measurable impact on the climate. There's a widespread superstition being spread by politicians and the press that the climate is controlled by the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. And at the core of their superstition is a belief that more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere leads to more bad weather. For the past 30 years, many governments from around the world have been getting together and making what they call climate agreements, based on the remarkable belief system that these governmental leaders who don't seem to be able to get anything right can somehow control the climate. They keep promising to cut back on the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, but none of these agreements have had any impact on atmospheric CO2 growth. Over the past 30 years, the annual rate of growth of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere has tripled. Governments keep talking about reducing the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere while they continue to add it at record levels. Nothing that the state of California is doing will have any measurable impact on the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere or the climate. But their aggressive actions are hurting the residents of the state. What they're doing is sacrificing the quality of life in California in hopes that that will prevent future droughts. This belief system has existed in the Americas for many hundreds of years. When droughts occurred in Central America, their political leaders would sacrifice thousands of humans based on the belief that that would end the drought. And then when the drought ended, the leadership determined that they'd sacrifice enough people for now. But I don't think there's any limit to the craziness of California government. And there doesn't seem to be any limit to the craziness of almost 2/3 of the people in California who voted for Joe Biden. Toto hopes the people in California are enjoying their $6 gallon gas, which they voted for. You can visit Toto, Kyrie, Caesar, Toki, and Upla on the web at RealClimateScience.com.